Hello everybody, Charlie Egan here of Village Properties, and this is my video number 2 of the home real estate video, episode number 2. Isn't comparing houses like comparing apples to oranges? Now that is a bit of a funny analogy, but we have comparing apples to apples or comparing apples to oranges. And most sellers would say, you know, my home is unusual, it's unique. And for you to compare it to the house down the street that is older, or it's the architecture isn't the same, or it doesn't have the same upgrades that I have, is really flawed and inaccurate. But I, as a real estate agent and appraisers and people in real estate, we have to make real estate and homes are a commodity. And so homes, by the very nature that it is a market, they have to be commoditized. And so we do have to unify their value so that they become, there's a uniform sort of way of evaluating them. So 3 things about this. One is that even though homes are different and there are variables, we do have to resolve those differences and come up with a value. We also have to use the neighborhood as primarily a good determinator of what the home is worth. And that's, well, we'll just use those 2 things for right now. So, quick story. I have a client who has a home in the foothills. And the house is, they inherited it from their uncle, and it sort of has a sort of rambling architecture. The uncle added parts of the house on year after year after year. And probably the biggest detail that needs to be mentioned is that the house is built up from the road. So you have to actually take about 75 steps from the road to get to the front door and into the house. So whoever buys the house is going to think long and hard about leaving in the middle of the night and going getting a quart of milk, because it's a slog to get out of there. So right next door, in that neighborhood, there's a lot of homes that are similar to that house in the sense that it has nice views, it's on a hillside, but you don't have the issue of the steps, and also the architecture is uniform. I mean, there's Spanish homes up there, and there's modern homes. So on the one hand, we do have apples to oranges. That home is unique and the other homes are unique, and so you can't necessarily compare them. But we're forced to compare them because homes are bought and sold on the market just like stocks and barrels of oil. So we come up with a value based on square footage, lot size, bedrooms and baths, and then we add or subtract based on the various attributes of the house. And in this case, with my clients, is it having stairs like that is a deterrent and probably going to be a consideration when buyers make offers and want to purchase a house. They're going to look at that as a negative and probably deduct value to it. So in the final analysis, just to recap what I'm talking about here, is that buying a home and selling a home, you compare them. Although they are unique, we do, as an industry, we do have to commoditize them and come up with a uniform value. And so you as a seller, when you are putting your home on the market and considering agents and real estate professionals to work with, it's important to listen to what they have to say and at least give the comparables that they present a weight that you consider, and use that as a mechanism and as a way to come up with a value to your property. And then once it's on the market, you will see and listen to what buyers have to say in terms of the different attributes and the things that they like or dislike about the house. All right? Okay, Charlie Egan of Village Properties. This is video number 2 of my home real estate video series, and I will be sending more out to you soon. Thanks for listening.